Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How have you been? And today I decided to talk about something I acquired on a very short episode of A Talks Shorts on YouTube. So I hope, first of all of you are doing great. And we've decided to keep the length of these short episodes not under 60 seconds, but under 5 minutes. Because I don't think that 60 seconds would do any good unless it's like a very flash episode. So moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, today you're listening to me on the road PodMic USB. This is the PodMic 2.0, the reborn version of the PodMic. And I am using this microphone since today evening, probably. I acquired it today evening. It's in India officially now. So I acquired it, and the rest is just, I was not getting any time to test it out since evening. I was also working. But now I have some free time before I go to sleep, so I decided I would record an episode of this podcast. Then share it with you guys. So, for the time being, there is zero processing going on here. I would rather not process this except loudness normalization. And I would do that because it's essential. But one noteworthy accessory that comes with this microphone this time, which did not come with the OG PodMic, is the windscreen. I think I'm really liking the windscreen, and I'm really liking the sound of this microphone with the windscreen as well. It does have some, it does add some body to it, which is usually required in the case of PodMic. And even the original PodMic on my voice, it sounded pretty decent, sounded pretty okay. People hated it to the core. They were like total haters of the PodMic. Understandable, it doesn't sound good on everybody's voice, and this applies to this version too. They've made slight changes to the sound signature, but those changes are not very drastic. So don't expect something that is going to blow off your mind because, hey, I hated the OG PodMic, but oh, I love the USB version because they've made changes. They haven't made a lot of changes. And as per Rode's original claims, they claim that the original PodMic and the USB version, the 2.0 version, they sound exactly same on XLR. I haven't tested the microphone on XLR yet. I did not get the time. We'll do that later on an episode of A Talks Mics very soon, along with comparisons on the podcast. But here, I just wanted to allow you guys to listen to the PodMic. And this is with the windscreen on. So you've been listening to me all this while with the windscreen on. And now I have taken the windscreen off immediately. Can you just hear that? There's this slight punch of brightness that comes in. And that is the signature of this microphone. Also, this is one of those few dynamic microphones that had the 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz thing going for it. Maybe because of that, it picks a little bit of more reverb in your environment and picks a little bit of more background noise as well. Now, I haven't tested much of that on those accounts. I'm going to test that. But yes, this microphone is kind of bright sounding. It's not a very warm or dark sounding microphone. It's not a dark microphone, contrary to what I like. But it is what it is. So a noteworthy accessory is the windscreen, and it fits very well. I think I like it, and they should probably start selling these separately. So people who are having other microphones like the old PodMic maybe, they could also utilize this. I don't know if it's going to fit on other models because they are specifically designed for some, but they're very useful, they're very handy. Full marks to Rode for the accessory department. They call that the USB, they said that, the USB functionality comes with DSP processing. I did test out DSP processing. There is no processing right now, but I think my favorite is not the exciter or the big bottom. It has to be the noise gate. Because sometimes, when you're operating in moderately noisy environments, that can really help you. And I think it does work. It does work pretty decently, but I think it still cuts in and out fairly fast sometimes. So you really need to adjust it to your liking and to your preference. I think that's possible on the desktop, but not possible on the iPad versions. But it is what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, here is the PodMic USB initial impressions, and I think I really like the PodMic. The PodMic is something that I've admired since a few years. It served me well, and I hope to use it more.